Hello everyone, the problem that we're looking at today is the USACO 2019 February contest silver problem 1 of sleepy cow herding. As you can see today, I'm using the camera because I'm practicing for my speech skills and I'm going to record my hand gesture even though I still can't record my own face because, well, my mom wouldn't let me review my face in our YouTube video. But that's okay. My hand gestures are going to improve a lot by making these YouTube videos from now on, and I'm actually doing stuff that's not only coding, recording these videos. So let's start with the problem. First of all, you can read the problem yourself. It's a little bit lengthy, but I'll just summarize it. Basically, you have all these cows and you're trying to remove all of them. You can try to move all of them so that they're in a continuous region. And the only operations you can do is by moving all the two cows on the end point into the inside or well anywhere else as long as they're not an end point anymore. So now you're trying to find the minimum number of moves and maximum number of moves required so all the cows are in the continuous region of length n. And n is at most 10 to the fifth power. So you can pause the video for a second and think about this problem yourself. So first of all, notice that this problem is actually, well, hold up. Okay, it's 2019 February, so 2019, easy. February, a little bit harder, but that's okay. First of all, notice we have to tackle these two one by one. We have maximum and minimum, and if we can tackle one, the other one should probably come easier as well. So let's first consider the minimum number of moves. So for the minimum number of moves, notice that every single time, since we can only remove the endpoints, we can move a cow into its final position after we sort all cows in the first time we move it. So what that means is if there is going to be a final assignment of the position of the cows, and we can just get every cow to that position the first time we move that cow. So all we have to do is find the minimum number of cows that we must move. And how do we do that? Well, notice that a cow has to be moved if it wasn't originally in the final region of length n that we wanted. So we want the final region of length n to contain as many cows as possible. So the problem now becomes finding a region with a maximum number of cows initially in it. And the answer is just the cost of moving every single cow back in because, well, if we move into the region, we review another cow. Now it's the rightmost or leftmost, and we can move that as well. And now we have another rightmost or leftmost, and we just keep repeating until all the cows are in the region. So that is the answer for maximum number of moves. Minimum. And now, however, we also have to address the maximum, which honestly is going to be a lot easier now. Now that we know that they're going to be moved into a region and every one move can make them, at least one move is required to get them to the final position, now we try to operate as many times as we can on the singular cow. So basically, for this singular cow, we want to keep moving it but not move it back to its optimal position. But also notice that the problem does require us to either hold up. As long as this new location she is in is no longer an endpoint. So this means that if we have all these cows, say moving this cow, we can't just move it right here or right here. We have to move it all the way back here. And it's obviously more optimal for us to achieve more moves if we move it right here than if we move it right here, right? Even though actually it wouldn't really matter because after we move this, the other cow has to move over that cow again, and it's just kind of a situation like this until we have all the cows into a singular region, and there's really not much choice we can do on where this region is going to be. So now we've basically solved this problem with both the maximum and minimum figured out. However, do note that we have to specially check some of the situations. The first situation that we have to check is obviously if all cows are already together in spots. However, that's easy, but the other slightly harder one is if we have n cows, we have n minus 1 cows contiguously, and we have one spot left in the middle and one cow out there in the nowhere. In the maximum situation case, we have to move it all the way back on first try. That is the only, wait, no, actually that's not the only possibility. See, we would have moved it all the way back on first try if we just used the regular algorithm and not specially checked, because notice that we can actually move the other endpoint first onto the other side, and then we can just go this back and forth until they're all back into n, and that gives us the maximum number of moves. So for minimum, we also have to special check for similar cases, and you can just look at my code. I did have quite a few major bugs when I did this problem back in January 6th of last year. Oh, January 6th, that one date, that does matter a lot if this was an actual extem speech, but it's not. So yeah, obviously, apparently there's no repeated locations. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another debugger. If you remember from my previous codes, I have a lot of these. This one results in RE because y divided by 0, obviously. So I have to sum the number of empty spots because that's the maximum number of spots we can have when we move the maximum, right? Like this. So every single empty spot is occupied once with one operation. So we need to find sum of the number of empty spots. And also this is a major bug because A1 is if there's only one far away and the other n minus one is together, then we can't use the region with the right end at n. So we just write a solution for a special case. I'm too lazy. Same as above. If it's only one that's very far away. So when the right end point of the region chooses lie on A, last is the left end. Yeah, you can probably understand this code after my explanation. I think I explained this pretty well. Hopefully you thought so too. So hopefully after this video you understand how to solve the 2019 February contest silver problem 1 of Sleepy Cat Herding, and thank you for watching. For the grind report today, you guys can all guess I did not grind. Yeah, again. So today after school, first of all, I went to speech reading, and then I went to tennis, and then went to cello private lesson, and then I came back home and started working on some speech stuff, looking at my ballet from the last tournament. Judges gave a lot of opinions, and the most important one is obviously my gesturing. So I worked on my gesturing, and now I'm even recording a YouTube video with my gesturing in it. So I hope this is enough effort that my judge wouldn't mention gesturing next time. And maybe I'll finally break next stem. I haven't broken next stem in so long. Impromptu was the only thing that I broke. And this time I didn't even win impromptu after breaking it, which is so sad because I've basically performed like terrifically at every single finals impromptu round I've went to, including this last one, in my own opinion. But somehow one judge gave me a 1, another judge gave me a 4, and another judge gave me a 6. Like, bro, 1 and a 6 in the same round for the same speech? Okay. Anyways, and also like everyone was laughing a lot more for my impromptu speech than anyone else's, but they gave me a 6. I don't know, maybe they just didn't like the way I joked. But anyways, yeah, didn't grind at all. I don't know. It's only 11:07, so oh yeah, my watch is off. With the internet is wrong. It doesn't matter though. It's only 11:07, so I might have time to do one more problem, but it's more likely that I just go to bed and submit one A plus B problem on Logu, so I still keep the streak of at least appearing to be doing a problem every single day, even though I'm not. No, didn't even keep my streak for Logu. Yeah, actually no, I already lost my streak. It's okay. We can solve the next 2024 December problem. Yeah. Anyways, please leave in the comments below not only what you think of this video, but also what you think of my hand gestures and if it's going to be good for my extended speech and speech rounds, because I'm guessing there's more than one speech kid watching this video. Actually, no, my videos get like 4 views, so probably not. Thanks for watching. See ya.